It was a phone call that came in from Melinda Mullner, who had contacted via 911 radio center that her and her husband, Joseph Frank Mullner Jr., had been shot, and she identified the individual who shot her as her husband's cousin, Johnny. And from that time forward, this became a manhunt, essentially. Information, including but not limited to the pinging of a cell phone, led the Pennsylvania State Police to a home in Bushkill Township. That home was one of the residences and one of the properties owned by this defendant. Early this morning, around 5 a.m. or so, and I'll be corrected if that's incorrect, the CERT team of PSP entered that residence and found, in fact, that there was no one in that home. Shortly thereafter, within an hour or so, because of this being entered into NCIC, Bethlehem Township Police Department spotted this vehicle, a truck that was being operated and owned by the defendant, was basically detained by Bethlehem Township police officers, and shortly thereafter, other law enforcement, including City of Bethlehem, assisting, and of course Pennsylvania State Police, responded to the scene in Bethlehem Township. There was a number of hours of, I guess what we would call a negotiation by Pennsylvania State Police negotiators to convince the defendant, Mr. Hann, to peacefully give himself up. He was armed at the time, and he was considered dangerous, obviously, since he was a suspect in a homicide. Thanks to the work of those negotiators and the excellent work of the state police, he was contained. So we did put out word as soon as we could to the people in the area, and particularly schools, that I know many parents were concerned about the safety of their children in nearby schools, such as Freedom High School in East Hills, that this individual was contained, and he wasn't going anywhere. It was going to end there, and it did end there peacefully when Mr. Hann did give up and turn himself in.